Hi guys, welcome. I was just drawn to do a reading. I don't even know what type of reading it's going to be yet. We'll just do it and it'll come out if it's going to be love, general advice, that type of thing. I definitely felt pulled to use this deck. So let's go ahead, and this is an intuitive reading, by the way. So welcome everyone. It just means that you feel guided towards something, right? It's your intuition guiding you, your higher self. This is what pulls you into like certain readings. You'll see a time, where maybe other days you just be like, you just go right by it, scroll right by it, but at that moment something made you look at it, and even if you kept scrolling, you probably went back. That type of instinct. So we're a group, we're a soul family. So welcome. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up the reading using the Tibetan singing bowl. Just a little bit of sound therapy. Just let spirit know that we're ready, we're prepared. We're going to release the outcome and just go with the flow. And let's begin. Beautiful. Okay. Last one. Just let yourself get lost in the sounds that you hear too. I'm hearing like far away drums. It's very strange because I don't know if I'm actually hearing it, and I'm thinking, well, if I am actually hearing it, where would it be coming from? It's very distinctive. It's not anything that the kids would, my grandkids or my daughter would be listening to. And it stopped. So it's like it wanted to acknowledge, but it's like, boom, boom, kind of like on bongo drums in a way. Very interesting. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Today is March 10th, 2019. It's so weird. I just felt like I have to put the year in there. And what I felt is like immediately like I was taken 50 years into the future, looking back at this very video, almost like I was seeing like black and white, which is telling me, vintage. Very strange. It was a strange feeling. I don't know, guys. Maybe we're all from the future and we're all looking back. This is like a history class. And that would be awesome if my video is part of the future like that. Okay. think I'm going to pull 5 cards. Put my feet on the ground. Okay, well. Wow, that's... Okay, so you got the Lovers, which... When I went to cut the deck, the Lovers was on the bottom of the deck. I did notice it. I was going to say something, and I thought, well, no, that's kind of automatically putting it into the love category. So isn't it weird? Like, I didn't trust myself right there. But here it is. So, and I was just saying to you and the deck that if we don't get a card soon, then I'm going to change decks. Because I feel like there's 2 decks that want to come out. Anyway, so here's the Lovers. Card of Gemini. Meaning of the card, the general meaning is a head over heart decision. You know, many times my heart wants to do it, but my head is telling me no. My head is reminding me of what was. And it's like my heart is telling me what is, what can be. So, very conflicted. So I know some of you out there are very conflicted right now. And, you know, wow, it's like a 50-50. For every good thing, every good, you know, for every pro I can find, there seems to be at least 1 to 2 negatives to match it. So, I yo-yo. You know, I'm definitely feeling that someone has a longing. Like you are longing for someone. And I don't see this person's back to you. Their front is not to you either, though. So, to me, that means they're not quite open to it. But I'm not seeing... And listen, I'm talking about their energy. Not so much the egotistical mind. You know, I read something the other day, and it said, the end of it said, when you lay your head down on the pillow at night, the last person you think about is the person who has your heart. Doesn't matter what you do during the day, but who you think about at night when you lay your head down, that's who has your heart. And I'm saying that because I'm feeling like this is what this other person knows, but yet they're not open to it yet. But they're not closed to it. Okay, well, getting a lot of info out of that card. And I feel like some of the things that the 2 of you have been through, and this can be together and apart, some difficult things, I feel that, you know, I feel like it's being orchestrated. I feel like it's just part of destiny, what's been written, you know, soul lessons. But from that, there's always the possibility of great growth, as long as we can clarify real quick what did I just go through? Where do I put these different emotions? We have Justice, card of Libra. So you have Gemini and Libra here. We have the Hermit, card of Virgo. Virgo and Gemini both Mercury, heavy Mercury. Going through Mercury retrograde right now. You know, this is showing me that there's many people that are, you know, you are seeking that balance. You are, you know, what you want is, you want balance in your life. And, you know, I was looking out my window earlier as I was getting the decks ready, and, you know, we have snow on the ground, but it was in the 40s today, you know, high 40s, and you could see, you know, you see the fog and everything. And what it reminded me of is how you have the cold, right? The cold of the snow, the ground, and then this warmer air coming down, and, you know, they meet, and it's two hard forces, you know. So there is like the dance where they're non-accepting, right? And this is where, in my mind, you get the fog in that, but eventually they both give in and become one, accept the fate, you know. And so you can see it, you can see the process of it. And okay, that's kind of what I'm feeling for someone out there. We have the Strength card of Leo. So we have 4 major arcanas, number 1. Wow. And we have Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Libra in order. The only one we're missing is Cancer. It's almost like I'm playing poker, and I feel like somebody knows what I mean out there. So, you know, you definitely are trying to overcome a person, overcome a situation, figuring out which direction to go. For some of you, this could have certainly been a divorce, right? With Justice here. And if that's the case, you know, this wasn't, you know, some divorces are easier than others. But this one was not an easy one emotionally. So it wasn't even about, even though, you know, the splitting of items and what have you is hard, right? But it was the emotional detachment here, which is what someone's trying to overcome. Or they're trying to overcome you. You know, I do have the Hermit looking back. And I have to say, I do feel like that you're going to have some choices coming up. Listen, guys, we're talking about love. You know, it's love. In, you know, but in different ways. Anyways, I feel like there's some opportunities coming your way. Some decisions that may need to be made if you want to move forward. Okay. And I feel like this in a few different ways. Like this can be opportunity of, new job, new opportunity to somehow advance your money. Um, but I also feel like this is, for some of you, like people coming in, you know, all of a sudden people start asking you out. And let me tell you, I feel like there is a change within you. And I'm feeling this pretty clearly for some married who were married, but you could live together or just had that commitment. Um, hmm. um, anyway, it is like your energy's changing, and part of it makes sense, right? For some of you, it's like a new location. It's definitely a different environment around you, and that alone is going to change your energy. But I feel like it's improving. Even though there's sadness, there's still. I think there's things that you're finding out you like being. There's certain things you like about being single, and I totally get that. But it's like you're re-experiencing it, and you're like, well, okay, I kind of dig that. But yet there's those weak moments where. Anyway, um, I feel like as you keep moving more towards that like re-experimenting freedom, um, I feel like your light starts to shine brighter. So therefore, it like moves your energy in that direction, in a positive direction, which helps. It's kind of like it's helping to counteract the loneliness factor. Okay, mainly for this person, but again, like people coming in to ask you out, and these are people who are attracted to your energy, almost like they're being put in place. Like this is their time to come in for different reasons. Okay, not just for, well, some to ask out for sure. I have the Prince of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So, we're definitely talking about emotions, love, but we're also talking about flowing with energy, allowing ourselves to flow with it, especially when it relates to emotions. Because if we just resist too much, it's like a balloon pops. Okay, let's go ahead and bring the clarifiers out. Somebody may be getting news that an ex has quit drinking. I feel like has gone to rehab. Like, not just quit drinking, but I feel like they have, the necessary work. What's the necessary work? To each their own. But I feel like this person did the steps. Definitely, I feel like definitely rehab. But you may be hearing from them. You may be feeling their energy. You may get an inkling that they're going to call you or text you before they do. For some of you, this could be your child. It's funny how I say we're missing Cancer, right? Right? Because I have Gemini. Yeah, Gemini. Now I have the Seven of Cups. So we only took one more card, and it's the Seven of Cups. Represent Cancer. Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Taurus. Or Taurus. Libra. June, July, August, September, October. That seems important for some reason. June, July, August, September, October. Okay, let's take us, go one level down here, get a little deeper, and start with the Lovers, and then we'll add in as we go. A lot of purple really standing out. Look at that, the Tower. You know, I'm not surprised because I could feel the breakup. And it did feel like a Tower moment. I mean, how do you say this? The good news is the universe agrees that the relationship needed to come to a halt. Not forever. You know, it's kind of like reset, like being reset. Like I feel like a gun is being reset. I also feel the Tower showing up because for some of you at that point, you know, towards the very end, I just feel like it was becoming unbearable. Like just unbearable. You know, the ones that we love, my God, can we hurt them or what? Absolutely. And we all have that in us. And, you know, who knows our triggers more than that other person? So, and we're human. Look at that, we have the Four of Wands. This is really a beautiful relationship. You know, even in its misery, there's still a lot of beauty to this relationship. I feel like this relationship is definitely going to come back together again. And I feel like both parties want it. So if you're someone who's like absolutely not, then this reading is not for you. Because I feel like the two parties here, they want it. And remember, the one party is not open yet, but they're not closed either. So they went from closed to now allowing the energy to kind of seep in, right? It's kind of like the cold and the hot. So there's that process of allowing it to meld, to become one. You guys are in the process of the hot and cold. And you hit the brick wall, right? You each hit it. Sometimes it's like hitting that brick wall that kind of gives you this whoa realization. Anyway, beautiful. Just beautiful. You know, some people don't like hearing that relationships are coming back together, even for other people. But let's be realistic, you know, we are human, we make mistakes, but we also have that realization, especially with the Hermit here, we can have the realization of, oh, shit, you know, shit, I'm starting to see this and this about me, and Now I understand what could have caused that and that. And it's not even like going that deep into it, but you know, it changes you, is what it does. And you're both having that. Number 8, as above, so below. 7, spirituality. The 9, about the journey I've been on. When I think of a 9, I think, okay, whatever the last 9 years were for me. And a matter of fact, I just figured this out the other day for myself, that I feel like I'm ending a 9-year cycle. I did for 2019 for me, brand new. Brand new. And it's been difficult. And I feel like for some of you, which makes sense because like attracts like, so of course we're going to find each other going through the same cycles. So, I feel like there we can look at the strength card as in, we got through it. We got through it. But difficult because that means there was a lot of lessons. But then you can always rejoice, right? And it's almost like with the strength card here, it's been about inner growth. So things that you had to deal with on an inner level. And that could show itself as jealousy, as anger, as, many different lower energies that stem from fear. And we realize it's not everybody else who's making me feel this way anymore. It's me. Look at that. We have justice, clarifying justice. Beautiful. Wow. Strong energy. Energy could certainly be Leo or Libra and Libra. But this, to me, what this is showing me is this is a relationship that comes back together. I almost feel like here's the divorce and here's the marriage again. Because we opened the reading with, not feeling like we're in a great place. But as we're closing the reading, we're moving into real clarity, number 1. Real clarity. And then we also have judgment. Holy major arcanas, guys. So, this is major change, major moves. This is, almost like the energy of, if you're open to it, then maybe get ready for it. This is a rebirth. And it feels like, again, a chance to do it again. But man, this isn't the energy of just the two of you. This is the energy of a lot of divine energy around you guys. It's just kind of like moving into what feels more like a magical time. Even though I know some of you, like, you're in hell right now. I don't know how soon this is taking place. I have, if I'm looking at this as in months, then I'm into the October, November, December area. Now that can be the actual coming back together though, guys, because with the Four of Wands behind that, that is the connection. And it is after this breakup. Having to go through here, overcome. Again, somebody coming for some of you about good news that they quit drinking. It could be other things, but I really am seeing drinking. There's the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is now coming under the Hermit. Wow. This, of course, can be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This is someone who's feeling strong. Now, when I'm saying strong, it doesn't mean my body is like muscular and all that. No, I'm feeling strong within me, like my feet are firmly planted on the ground. This person, whoever this King of Pentacles is the person who has gone within, has done that journey. And yes, men do it too. Men do it too. And more men are really finding themselves in spirituality, and there's some fantastic teachers out there. Anyway, I just kind of got lost in that. You know, I feel, I don't say this very often, but I feel, you know, for some of you, and I don't even know how to do this myself, but I feel like for some of you, if you have crystals, you may need to charge them. I just feel like it's a quick message. Don't forget to charge them. And you can look online as to how you charge what. I use the bowl. Anyway, that's what I'm hearing. Someone needs to do that. Okay, let's keep going. I want to see more about this King of Pentacles. Wow. Six of Cups, so this is someone from your past, which we knew that, right? So, you know, this also tells me this is someone that, even if right now you don't have the best memories of, when you think of this person, you're thinking of the hardship and the hurt and the pain. But if you allowed yourself, maybe even in a state of meditation, there are a lot of really beautiful memories too. And if you truly want to come back together with this person, then it would help if you put your focus on that. This person's focus is turning that way. You know, I kind of feel like this is either you here, you know, someone who's watching. I'm sure it's different scenarios for different people. Anyways, but this is showing me through introspection how it can take my thoughts, which are weighing heavily on me. Let's not forget that. And it is affecting me in my everyday life. And this is something that I have to overcome. It's almost like I don't really have a choice. I have to overcome it. And the only way to overcome that is within. You have to go within first. Because if you came back together too quickly, and neither one is sitting in clarity yet, within you, the chances of just rehashing go up. But if you go within, just if nothing else, to recognize, how am I in a relationship? What parts of my past do I keep bringing with me? What is it I would wish I could just drop out, just drop away? And those are the things you want to look at. And if you want to go deeper, well, where did it stem from? Many times, right back to childhood. And then you realize how long you've carried it through your whole life. And now both parties have the opportunity to see that. And it changes you forever. And I've been saying that a lot lately, but it's showing me many times, like, and then I'm just changed forever. You know, I'm just changed forever. All that baggage, it's just gone. I love the King of Pentacles to represent either you, them, or both of you, because I feel like this is exactly the kind of energies needed, like grounded. I can trust, you know. You can trust. The tree, it's got so much wisdom, right? It's been there for how long and experienced how much. You know, the rings of the tree, it's kind of like our lives. Wow. Kind of feeling like a past life. Like this is not the first lifetime together. We have the Eight of Wands. Beautiful. I feel like the Eight of Wands here is the energy of you allowing, you allowing universal help. You have to remember that if you want your guardian angel or your angels or your soul family's help, you have to ask for it, right? It has to be asked for. You have to seek it. Seek and it shall be given. But you have to seek it. And I feel like, and you know what? Sometimes I guess we got to be brought down to our knees before we seek it. That's our path to healing. So you're realizing a lot of this information on your own, and that's what it's doing. It's healing you. And I feel for a lot of you, you just weren't asking before. It's not that I thought you were, not that I think that you were just expecting. Maybe just not trusting enough. But now I feel like you're asking. Look at that. The Seven of Cups on the Seven of Cups. How about the synchronicity, guys? What a connection. What a connection. So it's like even as I pull away from the top, it just doesn't want to. It doesn't want to. And beautiful. What a beautiful last card, Temperance. It's a card of Sagittarius. But it is about the divine and the timing of the divine and trusting within the process that things happen when they're meant to happen. You know, the hot and the cold will become one as they give into the process. I feel like this is also saying, let go of the fear that it'll never happen or that you have to have some control over how it happens. Let go of that. Just let it go. You know, if you can claim this reading, then that's the energy you want to follow. Universe has it. I'm just going to chill out. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to continue to have soul growth. That's what I'm here for. And experiences. Not just the growth, but experience. Good and bad, right? Can't have one without the other. Maybe you could, but then what good would that be? This is trusting within the universe, guys. And I definitely feel like this is about letting go of control of it. And I feel like, if you know who I'm talking about, like if you know this reading's for you and you know who this is, I think like just realize that the energy, especially with temperance here, this is for two, right? This is the melding of the two, the fire and the water, bringing together the butterflies. Just, I don't know, just trust in the process here. All right, let me see if anything else wants to come out. I'm not sure what the title is because definitely twin flame energy here. I mean, we can't deny that. Um, Definitely soulmate energy. And, karmic, I don't know, because I feel like some of the people who may come in are karmic. But I don't even feel like I gotta worry about them. If I'm in my right state of mind, it's like you'll be able to, as you learn from within, you use that in your life. So as you meet people going forward, you're able to read their energy very quickly. And if it feels bad, like if it feels like bad energy, eventually you're just gonna realize, or you're just gonna say to yourself, I don't want to talk to that person. I don't want to be in that person's energy because I know what it does to my energy. So you'll have that awareness. Does that make sense? You realize you then have options. I don't have to hang around with so and so. I'm choosing to. But man, if they don't change their energy, well, what can I do? I have to take care of me first. This is about you getting grounded. Getting grounded. And feeling good within that, though. This isn't about just, the work I have to do to get grounded. No, this is about every piece of work you do, you feel better. And you do something else, you feel better. So you're getting the benefit the whole way. This isn't something where, like, exercise, I don't see the results for a month or what have you. You're feeling this. If you're doing meditation, you feel it immediately. So the benefit is there each and every time. That's how you look at the inner growth. Inner growth, but you're expanding your world. Beautiful. By the way, what's bookcasing this reading on the bottom is the Four of Wands and Temperance. And you guys know I look at the Four of Wands for me. It signifies, the truest of love. Doesn't mean it's the easiest of love, just the truest. That where you just know. It's like the universe is saying, this takes time. You guys screwed up a lot. We gotta get this cleared up. It's like Sagittarius or Temperance is the cleaner. Has to go in and clean up after us and then put it back together, and it all takes time. Okay, guys. And I've just glanced over here and I have the Prince of Cups, and this is reminding me, this is about what's coming in. And it's love coming in. He is on his white horse. So, someone I can put my trust in, right? Someone of pure heart. His white hair. So, he's learned during his journey. Definitely has learned during their journey. And the cup is out front. So, the cup, it's clear what's on this person's mind. This is about it starting to arrive in the atmosphere. So, it may not have reached us yet, but it's entering into the atmosphere. Get yourself grounded. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to go. I don't know how to get grounded. Go outside and start hugging trees. Go outside and start putting your feet on the ground, barefoot, if you can, for 5 to 10 minutes. You know, a couple times a week. There's always a way. And feel the energy of the tree. You think about the root system also of that tree. I don't know, just strong. So, I feel like if I was a teacher, I would say, class, that's your homework. Your only homework is to get yourself grounded, where you feel your feet on the ground. And let everything else, divine timing, take care of everything else. And be happy. Just be happy. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.